Hi Flosstube. I am Amy. I love toads and cross stitch, and I'm going to do a video today showing you my cross stitch that I've worked on in the last month. Today is November the 20th. I'm looking at the calendar. November the 27th. It's Wednesday, so it's the Wednesday before our Thanksgiving, Thursday, tomorrow. In the United States. I think I'm going to do my whips first. I have some finishes. I think I have 3 finishes, but I think I'm going to do my whips first because they're easier. There's a little bit of explaining to do with my finishes, and I'm a little nervous, so I just wanted to show you my whips. And I have to reach because my dog is right here on the couch, and I don't want to lay the whips on her. So I have them laid on the chair rest, the arm chair rest. So I'm going to be reaching a bit. Okay, so my first whip is my Symphony of Friendship. This is the one I started with Colette and Lisa on Leap Day this year. So I want to have it done by Leap Day in 4 years. Let me see what this fabric is. What is this fabric? Oh, here we go. This fabric is, it's Dusty Road by Seraphim, and it's a 36 count. And I'm gonna show you where I'm at, like up close, and then I'll pull back and put in where I was. I think I mostly worked on that big tree because that is a really big tree. And I'm doing this 1/2 on 36th count. So, okay, I'll pull back and okay, I'll put the before over my face. So the last time I talked about this, I think I had said that I was going to go over this way and work on this page, but I think I'm going to go up instead and work on this page so I can get into some more birds instead of that tree trunk. And then I can work on the tree trunk more in the 3rd year. And I'm using all the called for floss on that one. Okay, the next one is a Luca S kit. They gifted me this kit to try out, and I absolutely love it. And I will be getting more of this kit, their kits. I just want to finish this one before I get another one, before I even buy another one. Because, you know, storage. Okay, so I'm using all the kit things, so the floss and the fabric, and it is a pre-gridded fabric, and it's really soft and nice, and I love stitching on it. That's where I'm at. So if you see the before, I came down here a bit, like I wanted to work on him, but I still came up here and worked a tiny bit in this background because I didn't want to save the background till last, but I really, really wanted to work on that reindeer. So I'll hold him back. I think I want a reindeer wall now. Donna Rae has a deer wall, and I want a reindeer wall. And I try to work on this on Fridays for Festive Friday, which was created by Janet Jabber. I worked a little bit on my painted flowers. This is by Shakespeare's Peddler. What is this? Let me think. think this oh, here's my tag, hold on. It's an Atomic Ranch, it's called Esmeralda, and it's a 16 count. Since it's dark fabric, I am using an Ada. And it is not that blue. It is a really dark, there we go. Well, and it's still not that blue. That's more like it. It's like a, I mean, it's a really dark green blue, but it's dark. So, but I'll let you see the stitching. And I love working on this one. And that's a needle minder I got at StitchCon. My cicada. Okay, this one I have been working on for I think 3 years now. I only pull it out in November. And it is Thomas by Not Forgotten Farm. The fabric, it's Fog from Picture This Plus, and it's a 36 count, and I'm doing it 1/2. And there he is. He's got a head. I don't think he had a head last year. Or a hat. So I worked on the head and the hat, brought the border down. I might work on him one more time, maybe tomorrow night when we get back from Thanksgiving dinner. And then he'll go away until next November. But he's fun to work on in November, you know. Also, this date right here, it says, I think it says 1863. I was talking to my husband and I was like, 1863, what does that mean? Should I put like a different date in there? Like, what does that mean? So he Googled it, he looked it up, and it is the year of the first pardon of the turkey. So when Abraham Lincoln did that, you know, the president pardons a turkey every year. That was the first year. So I'm gonna leave that date in because I think that's pretty cool. Okay, this one is I love this one. This one is the one I started at Barefoot NeedleArts Retreat. It is called Ducks in the Orchard. It is by A Gardener's Needle. If you would like this pattern, you can contact Barefoot NeedleArts in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. But look at that brick house, how cute, and those ducks. I fell in love with that brick house. And they had this, the model there was so beautiful. So beautiful. Okay, let me see. What am I stitching this on? Well, first of all, let me show you my cute little thing that Natalie gave me. So Natalie from the UK came over to visit us in the US, and she gave me this little, I think it's 3D printed, a spider web, and these bobbins with little bats. There's little bats right there. So I'm putting my extra thread on the spider web. Let me see. This fabric is called, Robius, and it is an Under the Sea Fabrics. It is 36 count. I'm doing it 1/2 on 36 count. Let's see which way it goes. So here is where I'm at. Wait a minute. I have a lot more fabric. I haven't cut my fabric off yet because I haven't measured. But there we go. beautiful. And it calls for some cottage garden, and I'm not using that. I'm just using the DMCs. And there's somebody walking in the front, our front street. So the dog is not happy about that. So yeah, this is the little A part of the house coming out. I love it. I love that roof, and I got to work on some brick. Okay, so I'll hold it back and put in the before. So I had started this at the retreat, was that in October, with a bunch of people, with a bunch of people. And it's a sow. A lot of people are selling it, and they're trying to finish it, I think within a year or a year and a half, something like that. So yeah, I have this huge piece of fabric. I just haven't cut it down yet. And this is in my Barefoot NeedleArts bag. Look how cute. They have Santa hats on. I think I worked on this one more day because this was a whip go call last month, but I brought it out and got to work on it again before the month was over. This fabric is called Posh. Let me get a cover photo for you. This is from Mud Puppy Stitchery. That's Kenzie. She does have a floss tube. It is called Venom and Poison, and it reminds me of my son. Because he taught me this before he was little, and he taught me this, and I was like, oh my gosh, I never thought about that. You're right. That is so cool. Okay, anyway, okay. This is called Posh. It's from Fortnite Fabric. And I'm doing it 1/2. And I finished up the frog, the poisonous dart frog, and I worked more on the venomous snake. You can probably hear Luna walking around. She's our little tripod. Her hips don't work anymore, so she limps, and so she sounds lopsided when she walks. Okay, this next one is a new start, but hold on, let me get a sip of my coffee. Like I said, Natalie came over to visit, her and her husband. And I got to actually, we went to our sort of local needlework shop, Liberty Hill, and I'll show you a haul that I got from Liberty Hill. And then we got together one day and started this. This is from Teresa Kogut, and we started the one on the cover. So I went over to Donna Rae's house, and let me think, what am I stitching this on? I don't know. I used to know. Did I know? I got this fabric while I was at Liberty Hill. I don't even have a tag in here for this. I do know it's 28 count, and I'm doing it 1/1 on 28 count. So it's going to be itty bitty. Oh, and this spider needle minder, Natalie gave me that too. So it's itty bitty, and that's what I started at Donna Rae's house. So we try to zoom, I don't know, It used to be every 2 weeks, but life is so busy, I think it's like once a month now. And so I'll work on this when I'm Zooming with them. So I don't have a before picture of this one because it was just started. But it's going to be so cute. So there's, I think Donna Rae is stitching hers on like a 40 count. And I can't remember what Natalie is stitching hers on. But mine's going to be all little. So it'll be cool to hold them up together. This is my next stocking. This is Hannah's stocking, and my stockings are all hung. They're right over there on the fireplace, and they look so good. I have 4 of them now. This is the 5th one. This is Hannah's. Hannah is my son's partner. She's been with us for like, well, they've been together for like six years now. So this is a dimensions kit. It is not a gold, it's just a regular dimensions kit. So everything is 2 over 1/8 across, over 1/8 square. Yeah. And I'm using the kit fabric and the kit floss, and it looks so good. Get the thread out of the way. Doesn't it look good? It looks so good. Yeah. I did change Hannah's name to Brown. It was charted for red, but there's enough red in this already. So I will pull back. I'm just working down. You'll be able to tell I'm just working down. I think though, see how it's kind of popping out right there? This is the round of the heel. That's going to be the heel. So I finally started coming to the point where we're going to round the heel. Yeah, looks good. I didn't get to work on it this Sunday though. Life has been so busy. We ended up going to New York one weekend because my boys are huge Pink Floyd fans, and they've gone and seen all the guys from Pink Floyd. You know, Roger Waters, Nick Mason, and they went to go see David Gilmour in New York. And then they were like, well, you know what? We could make it like a family thing. You could come with us. And I was like, okay. So we went to New York. Oh, I got my New York shirt on. Wait a minute. My New York Fire Department. Because I'm a firefighter fan. Yeah, we went there, and we actually stayed in a hotel in New Jersey. Caught the ferry to come over to New York, rented bikes, and just cycled New York all day. It was awesome. Like, we toured all up and down Manhattan and, you know, everything. And it was awesome. And then I went and stitched in the hotel room while they went to the concert. And so it's just, we took the dogs. We got like a dog-friendly hotel, so the dogs were like curled up with me in the hotel. Anyway, I've been going. I've had Asher one whole weekend, which I don't get to stitch when Asher's here because he is a ball of energy. This is a Kohler Classic Designs, The Woods Behind My House. This is one of my Whip Go draws for November, so it got worked on. And what I concentrated on was this nest right here, and that moth or butterfly. So, and I really haven't looked at my before to see how much I did. This is 36 count picture, this plus sand, I believe. And I'll hold it up close, and then I'll pull it back. So I think that nest is starting to look like a nest with eggs in it, and it probably didn't before. So we'll see. Looks good. Looks real good. And I think, like, once I finish this nest, then I only have this, and it's mostly words and big blocks of color. So it'll go pretty fast once I finish that nest. And there's like a ton of back stitching in it. You're okay, Mija. It's okay, baby. It's okay, baby. Okay, let me get another sip of my coffee. Oh, so good. I worked on my home piece. This is from Brenda Gervais, or by Brenda Gervais. I started this with Cozy Egg Michelle. It is on a Vintage Country Mocha 40 count. And it's called At Home. And those are my colors, very muted. Dulled down, muted. Okay, let me get that thread out of the way. And I don't know what I had last time I showed this to you. I don't know. Well, I know I didn't have the brick of the house. I started the brick of the house, but I don't know if I had that grassy mound going up to the house yet. No, I think I did work a little bit on that fence. And then I tried to bring this over some more, the border over some more. I think I only worked on it like one night because I finished my other brick house sampler. So that I haven't even showed you yet because I didn't show you my finishes. But I wanted to work on this a little bit because I finished my other brick house. Yeah, and that's Vintage Country Mocha, which is the called for. And I'm using all the called for flosses, and I'm actually using the overdyes that are in a big old mess. Okay, what is this? What is this? I worked a little bit on my Inspired by Nature. This is by Quaint Rose NeedleArts. I'm doing this one right here. This fabric, I only worked on the bottom half. So the bottom half fabric is a seraphim called Antique Lace, and it's 36 count. And I started on that biscuit. Sorry, that man he just walks the neighborhood a lot. So I started on this ginormous biscuit. I think I did change the color of my deer because the deer was sort of yellow and I wanted him to be brown. There are 2 deer, maybe 3. There are 2 deer. I'm going to make the other deer yellow. I'm going to keep him the same, but I wanted the big one to be brown. Okay. So those are my whips, except for my full coverage over there, and I will grab that one in just a minute. Let me show you some finishes. I finished, did I finish this before? No, because I had a question. I wanted to leave that cross off and it looked weird with nothing right there. So I was asking you all what to put there, and a couple people said a raven, and I was like, yes, a raven. So I actually finished him on this book. This is a book I read for my book club. October. This was our October book, and it's about paranormal stuff. And so I mounted him on this book, and I stuck a bird there instead of a cross. I took the cross off this one and that one also. So there's my little Grim Reaper on my paranormal book, and he is going to sit up on my bookshelf. And this pattern is by Twin Peak Primitives. And I don't know what fabric this is. I'm sorry. It's probably a Be Stitch Me fabric. And it was probably 36 count. I was in her fabric of the month, I think last year for a little while. So that is a fully finish. And then I have a couple finishes. This is Heartstring Samplery and Plum Street. This is the two Float Like a Butterfly, Sting Like a Bee. And I stitched this with Donna Rae and Natalie, and we were putting them together. And I wanted to get mine finished before Natalie came back. So, because I knew we were starting that new one. I do not remember what this fabric is. Sorry. I know it's a 40 count. I don't know. You can probably hear my husband's power tools out there. I'm sorry, they sound like dentist drilling tools, but. So it turned out so cute. And I think I'm going to make it into a little bell pull. I'm going to make something wooden with my little laser monster. I'm going to make something up here. I just don't know what yet. And then hang it. So she's done. All done. So cute. Oh, wait. I do remember this fabric. I think it's R&R shingles, something shingles. Oh, crap. Roof shingles. I don't know. It's an R&R though, and it's 40 count. Okay. My next finish is my brick house. It is Humming of the Bees by Blackbird Designs. I changed so much of this. Like, I used to call for colors, the DMC call for colors, but I really liked the original, which is right here. They are inspired by this original from, what's her name? Something Mum. Elizabeth Nunn. And I liked the deer. You know, I don't know. So there's their version. And there's the original. But I finished, and with the help of this book, I got some alphabet out of this and some deer out of this. And I think one of the borders out of this, which is the same border as the original. And what is this fabric? I don't know. Anyway, she's done. Beautiful, beautiful brick house with the deer. And oh, I changed the alphabet to a quote or a lyric from James Taylor. And then right there I put inspired by Elizabeth Nunn, and then I put her date. which is 18, what? 18 something, I can't read that backwards. And then my initials. I know. That guy just keeps walking and walking. It's fine. Walking and walking. Okay, let's see. 1839 maybe? I don't have my glasses on. Yeah, so I love it. I love how it turned out. So at some point I will have that framed and put up there with my brick houses. Okay, and then I have another surprise finish, which I haven't even told Leah about yet. So Leah and I were working on it. Leah Noel. She has a Flosstube Rhubarb Patch Studios, and I finished this last night. Arc of White. And I changed a lot. The only color that I used that was called for was the white for the spider web. But all the other, the browns, the leaves, and everything I changed. And this is Vintage Wood Smoke by Lakeside Linen, and it is a 36 count. And I did it 1/2. And so I just love that spider web. Love it. I did change the words to brown because I wanted it to look more like the foliage than the spider web. Isn't it pretty? So pretty. Now my husband's out front. She's gonna growl at my husband. And then I have a little spider that's a bead with some wire legs I got from a craft show. And I'm gonna stick that spider right here. I'm just gonna tack him down, glue him down, I don't know, something. But a spider does, there's like that spider right there. She goes right there. And this is part of a poem from Emily Dickinson that is about a spider. So, yeah, it's so pretty. I love it. Okay, so those are finishes and whips and new starts. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna go get my full coverage real quick. Okay, so I'll put a picture in right here. It is 8 of Pentacles. It's by Stephanie Law, charted by Heaven and Earth. And I am not doing the whole thing. So I've reached the bottom where I'm cutting it off. I'm cutting it off right there. And it's still in my stand. I'm starting a new full coverage in January on the 22nd for my daughter's birthday. Let me take the needle minder off or bring it down a little. There we go. So I'm gonna try to work on this one until I start that new one. And if you see the before, you'll be able to tell, like, I worked over here. So this has grown. So maybe, probably not, but maybe I can get this section done before I start that new one in January. And the white, so all these little white orbs right here, there and there and there, and a little bit of the white web is Krynic, and so it sparkles like a web, and it's really cool. So that is the full coverage. Okay, I'm gonna pause and go get my haul, and I have Stitchy Kindness, and I'll show you all that. Okay, haul and Stitchy Kindness or mail or gifts or whatever. So when Natalie came, let me show you what Natalie got me. She got me these. I think you can see them better now. See the little bat? Yeah, so they're bobbins with little bats cut in them. And then these little thread drops that are woodland themed. And then a magazine from the UK, which has an otter and a frog on it. And my daughter's favorite animal is an otter. So, and then this gold collection that has been on my wish list with mushrooms and little critters all over it. So Natalie, yes, she spoils me. Spoils me. Okay, and then so we went to Liberty Hill and I got a couple things. I got the fabric for Harvest Friendship that I started. I got the new Plum Street Fig Folk with the bats. And I got a piece of fabric for that. It is Seraphim Boston, 36 count. So I'm going to put them on this because I want it to look like it's nighttime or dusk, like a dusk, you know. And this is going to go into my smalls. You know, I'm starting a bunch of stuff in February for my birthday. And I think I'm going to create a wheel and put all the smalls on a wheel, and then just whatever comes up, I'll start a bunch of smalls. Okay, and then I got this one. I had to get this one because y'all know I love spiders. And this is Jump Clump. And it's little jumping spiders. And it has a moon in it. So I'll probably put this on a darker fabric too. Maybe the same. Maybe we'll see. Maybe, I don't know. They might get lost in that. We'll see. So I got those two patterns and fabric. And then I got a cut of Winter Brew R&R from R&R. She had a cut of Winter Brew. 36 count, and I took the whole thing because I can put a brick house on it. Yeah, that'd be perfect for a sampler with a brick house. So I got that for future brick houses. Okay, and that's all I got at Liberty Hill that day. Then I saw that Lindy Stitches put out a cardinal that is adorable. So I had to order the cardinal. And I've had this on my wish list from Lindy Stitches. So I went ahead and grabbed this because, you know, a pattern can't travel alone. And I got it for this needle book. The Shiny Things needle book. That I had been eyeing since it came out a long time ago. I think it came out at a Galleria. It's so cute. And I had actually forgotten about it, but I think Julie from Kansas City Girl in a Colorado World, I think she finished it. And I saw it again and I was like, oh my gosh, that's right. That is so cute. So it's in this book now with a bunch of like Halloween, spooky. Oh, it's called a spooky book at Lindy Stitches. And so I picked that up for that needle book. And maybe some more things, because, you know, there are vultures on a graveyard, on tombstones. Like, that's right up my alley, right? So I got those. And I bought a Jingle Ball ticket, so I will be going to the Jingle Ball. I'm not taking any classes. I wanted to take the Stacy Nash, the needle book, the gingerbread needle book. Oh my God, I will be stitching that when it comes out. And I wanted to take the blue flower, the little dome thing, because I have a dome thing that I need to make at one point, but I just had to refrain myself. So then, okay, I got this in the mail. Wendi, I was supposed to go to, let me think what it's called. What's it called? It was a retreat. Queen City Stitch Retreat in Charlotte. It's like 3 or 4 hours away from me, and I was going to go to that, but something had to give. I was doing too much, and I had to cancel something, and that ended up being the thing I needed to cancel. So I did not go, but Wendi went to that retreat and then sent me what she gave everybody at the retreat. So she made these little bags with floss cards and a needle minder, a little crown for Queen City. And then she purchased and gave me the next zombie. So this is a raven zombie. Y'all know I'm stitching the frog zombie. So yeah, she sent me that. So she has a Flosstube. Is it Wendi in Neverland? I'll link her below. So yeah, that's my stitchy kindness on my gifts. And I think that's it, y'all. Let me look in my book. Yeah, because I showed you my whips, my finishes, my haul, my gifts. That's it. Okay, so I'm still working on quilts for my nephews, so that's taking up some time, and you know the holidays are coming, so we'll see. But I wanted to get this out before December. I made it in what, like 4 days? 4 days to spare. So that's good. Yeah. So I will see you all in December. I am thinking about doing a whip parade in December. I'll split it up like Sarah does, you know. I'll show you my full coverages, and then I'll show you my kits, and then I'll show you like my brick houses, and then I'll show you I don't know, whatever other category that I have. So it'll be easier, and then I can like put away, pull the next one out, put away, pull the next one out. So it's not so chaos and stressful. I think I'm not sure really how many whips I have. I want to say 40. I want to say like 32 non-full coverage and the rest are full coverage. So like if I don't put my full coverage in with the rest of my stuff, I have like 32 whips, but with the full coverage, I think it bumps it up to 40. So, okay. I love you guys. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving if you are in the United States, and I will see you in December for a regular Flosstube and probably a whip parade. Okay? Okay. Bye. Love you.